You know, it's funny, as my wife and I were going to do trying to put together a show before we had a child. And it was going to be based around these sculptures of found objects, but mostly dolls. And we were going to call it Doloroso because we like the word, and the meaning of it is a plaintive, like almost like a melancholic walk or tempo. And to me, it was fitting for the image. It just kind of came into my head, and I put it as it looks like the name of the crank organ. And so I put that on the bottom. Yeah, and then his heart. He's, got his heart out. So yeah, this was first. And then these two were a year later, or 2 years later. The two murals that are at the one house in the alleyways, those were, I ran some ideas that were different than that first store when you're coming off a mission. You know, the man holding the olive branch, guy with the hat, lean forward. There's two after that, a man playing an accordion or a crank organ. And I did something totally different. And the property owners were like, nah, we're not sure about that. I think they wanted to follow that same aesthetic from the first one. And so I combined a mixture of, it's more of a romantic piece because he's playing crank organ, and then it's kind of a Billie Holiday figure singing within her gesture of holding her pearls and looking up, which I just think is so beautiful. And those old photographs, those classic photographs of her, and so they can't see each other because it's on two sides of the building. The physical building is so wide that his music's going up through color, and then her voice is going up through color on the other side. And so the idea was that they're kind of communicating to each other. I've always drawn cartoony stuff since I was a kid. I actually worked as an in-betweener for doing 2D animation. I did all the animators' drawings between the keyframes for a number of years. I don't know if it opened my eyes to more comic art or not, but that's probably an influence. I'm definitely interested in mythology and symbolism in my work, and it'll creep in, like as vague as a dream comes to you in the morning when you get out of bed, or you don't remember, and then 2 hours later you're doing something totally different, and it'll creep into your head. That kind of, when I'm working, sometimes something like that will come up in a sketch, because I sketch a lot. I keep a lot of sketchbooks and draw all the time. I'm not a graffiti artist. I didn't grow up trying to put my name up to, fight advertising or something. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up in the inner city. To me, these still fall in the range of mural and community. So I'd want it to be a message that's positive and something that the location of them had something to do with them also. So you're looking down the alleyway and it's a surprise. It's more about love of color and human love, the two pieces that are between the house. And then the other piece is more of a kind of a peace offering.
What'd your wife think about you using the name, by the way?
Yeah.
Doloroso?
Yeah.
She liked it, yeah. Interesting. We both like the idea of that. And maybe one day we will have that show.